Ever wondered what it's like to have more money than you can count? To own palaces larger than some small countries? To have a garage full of supercars just for Monday? Welcome to the world of the Al Nahyan family, quite possibly the wealthiest clan on Earth. Today, we're peeling back the gold-plated curtain on their jaw-dropping lifestyle. From billion-dollar homes to world-shaping influence, get ready to explore a realm where luxury knows no bounds. The legendary Al Nahyan family. The Al Nahyan family isn't just wealthy, they're the stuff of modern legends. Led by Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, known as MBZ, this family has ruled Abu Dhabi for generations with a golden fist. With 18 brothers, 11 sisters, and enough children and grandchildren to populate a small town, the Al Nahyans are a force to be reckoned with. But what sets them apart isn't just their size, it's their staggering wealth. We're talking about a family that makes other billionaires look like they're pinching pennies. Their influence stretches across the globe, from the sands of the UAE to the skyscrapers of London and New York. The Al Nahyans aren't just rich, they're the kind of rich that redefines what wealth means. They don't just own luxury items, they own the companies that make them. From desert to dollars, the Al Nahyan rise to riches. Once upon a time, not too long ago, Abu Dhabi was little more than a sandy coastline where pearl divers and fishermen eked out a living. The Al Nahyans were among them, casting nets into the Persian Gulf. But in 1959, everything changed. Black gold was discovered, and suddenly, the Al Nahyans went from casting fishing nets to casting financial empires. Their net worth? A cool $305 billion. That's billion with a B. And that's just the official number. Rumors suggest it could be much, much higher. Some speculate it might even touch the coveted $1 trillion mark, a figure so large it's hard to fathom. This meteoric rise transformed not just the family, but the entire region. Under their leadership, Abu Dhabi morphed from a backwater to a futuristic metropolis. Skyscrapers sprouted where once there were only sand dunes. The desert bloomed with money, and the Al Nahyans were at the heart of it all. Mansions and palaces. When it comes to homes, the Al Nahyans don't do modest. Their crown jewel is the Qasr Al Watan Presidential Palace. At $475 million, it's not just a home, it's a small city. Spanning an area of 380,000 square meters, it's roughly the size of 53 football fields put together. Imagine chandeliers that probably have their own zip code, adorned with 350,000 crystals. Imagine halls so vast you could park a jumbo jet inside with room to spare. The palace features a library with 1 million books, a collection of historical artifacts that would make museums jealous, and enough gold to make Midas blush. But Qasr Al Watan is just the tip of the iceberg. The family owns properties worldwide, from London's poshest neighborhoods to Paris's most exclusive arrondissements. In fact, the former head of the family was nicknamed the Landlord of London due to their extensive property portfolio in the UK capital. These aren't just houses, they're statements of power and wealth. Each property is a masterpiece of architecture and luxury, fitted with amenities most of us can't even imagine. Traveling in style. For the Al Nahyans, traveling is an art form, and they've mastered it like no others. Let's start on the ground. Their car collection? Over 700 vehicles, including 5 Bugatti Veyrons. That's right, 5 cars that each cost over $2 million. But that's just the start. They've got Lamborghinis, Ferraris, vintage Rolls-Royces, and even custom-made vehicles that look like they've rolled out of a sci-fi movie. When they tire of land, they take to the seas in yachts that are essentially floating palaces. We're talking about vessels longer than football fields, with helipads, swimming pools, and enough luxury to make 5-star hotels look pedestrian. The epitome of their fleet is the yacht called Azam, stretching 180 meters and worth over $600 million. But it's in the air where the Al Nahyans truly shine. Their fleet of private jets would make most airlines envious. The star of the show is a Boeing 747 worth $450 million. It's not just a plane, it's a flying mansion, complete with a boardroom, private suites, and probably a cinema or two. Business empires and global investments. The family's wealth isn't just in oil and property. They've diversified like pros, spreading their influence across the globe. From owning Manchester City Football Club to investing in SpaceX and Rihanna's Fenty brand, their business acumen is as impressive as their bank balance. Their investment arm, the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, manages assets worth around $1 trillion. Yes, trillion. They've got stakes in everything from tech startups in Silicon Valley to luxury hotels in the Maldives. But it's not all about profit. The Al Nahyans have also poured billions into developing Abu Dhabi and the UAE. They've funded world-class universities, cutting-edge hospitals, and infrastructure projects that have transformed the region. It's a testament to their vision. They're not just accumulating wealth, they're building a legacy that will last for generations. Global influence. With great wealth comes great influence, and the Al Nahyans wield theirs on a global scale. They're not just rich, they're powerful players on the world stage. Their diplomatic ties and business connections give them a voice in global affairs that few can match. From climate change initiatives to peace negotiations in the Middle East, the Al Nahyans are often at the center of world events. They've hosted world leaders, brokered international deals, and shaped policies that affect millions. Their influence extends to culture too. They've funded museums, sponsored major sporting events, and promoted the arts on an international scale. The Louvre Abu Dhabi, a cultural landmark, is just one example of their efforts to put the UAE on the global cultural map. In many ways, the Al Nahyans aren't just living the high life. They're actively shaping the world we live in, wielding their wealth and influence to leave a lasting mark on history. And there you have it, the Al Nahyan family's world, where billions or pocket change and luxury knows no bounds. From pearl divers to global power brokers, their story is truly extraordinary. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the life of trillionaires, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping content. Until next time.